Okay, so for the last video for Unit 1, we're going to talk about evaluating claims. And basically that's where you look at the data or information that somebody is telling you and you check it out and make sure it's okay. So, claims by scientists, companies, the government, or others should be evaluated. So if you're hearing information from someone, you want to make sure that you're asking questions to make sure that their information is correct or legit. Okay? So don't believe everything you read, hear, or see. So especially in movies, the movie 2012, not true, like none of it. Okay? Pacific Rim, aliens do not come in through the cracks between the tectonic plates. We'll cover that in the spring, but it's not true. Okay? When someone is making a claim, so remember claims from claim evidence reasoning, a claim is someone's answer or something they're telling you. They could have bias. And bias is basically where they're only telling their side of the story. They're not giving you complete information. And this could be on accident. Sometimes you don't mean to. You're just biased for various reasons on accident. Or it could be on purpose because they're trying to gain something from you. Okay, let's talk about bias a little bit more. First of all, it could be that they are giving you incomplete information. When you hear that, 4 out of 5 dentists recommend a certain toothpaste, they may not be telling you that that was the only toothpaste that the dentists were given, or that the other dentist is actually a very experienced dentist, and the other 4 are brand new dentists who don't know what they're doing, or something like that. They may be leaving stuff out. They may be trying to trick you. To be honest, it happens. Sometimes you'll hear information or a claim or a study, and they're trying to deceive you or get something past you. They really do believe it. This happens a lot. People sometimes are biased on accident. There are people out there who believe that if you're sick that you shouldn't receive medical treatment. And now most of us would agree that's probably not a smart idea. But these people really do believe it. It's their personal beliefs. And so they may try to convince you that that is the way you should be as well. So sometimes somebody will be biased on accident just because they have a personal opinion. Also, their past experience is influencing them. So as a teacher, if I have issues with students who used to go to a certain school in Carrollton, for example, if I believe that every student that comes from that school is going to be a problem, I'm letting my past experience influence my current decision. So I'm biased against that school, probably unfairly. And lastly, they may be trying to persuade you. This one happens a lot. Politics, different parties or different groups will try to convince you that their views are correct. Companies, a lot. Commercials, that's all this is. TV commercials, newspaper ads. That's what this is. They are biased because they want you to buy what they're selling. So they're trying to persuade you to believe that their product is the best. With all of this, you need to consider this person or this group that is giving me information. Do they have anything to gain by that? So I've regularly seen studies that say, drinking 3 glasses of milk a day will make your bones strong and make you a healthier person. What they're not telling you, in complete information, is that those studies were paid for by dairy farmers. They're paid for by people whose job it is to sell milk. So they're giving you incomplete information because they want to persuade you to buy more milk. I'm not saying milk's not good for you, but those commercials can be tricky. And then lastly, we also need to evaluate investigations. So not just commercials that we see or studies that come out, but experiments and investigations that other people have done. First of all, if we evaluate investigations, it can give us an idea of a project we might like to do. So if you go to science fair this year and you see a project that seems interesting, then you may be able to do something similar next year. So it can give you ideas. It can help us analyze our own data. So if I do an experiment or investigation and I see that somebody else has done something very similar, I can compare my results to theirs and see if my results make sense. If mine are very, very, very different than theirs, then I might want to dig in a little bit deeper and see why. See if maybe we did something differently, or if our results are just different. You want to ask, were there mistakes in their procedure? Was there something they missed or something they did wrong? Was there something that influenced their results that they didn't think about? Was their question tested? So you want to see if their procedure and their investigation actually even tested what they were asking. Were there mistakes in their data analysis? Did they do some of the math wrong? Are they, pointing out patterns that don't actually exist? Sometimes this happens, again, on purpose or on mistake. And lastly, is there evidence for their conclusion? So if somebody's telling you something, ask, why do they believe this? What do they have to gain from it? What proof do they have that this is true? Don't just believe it because it's somebody from, a university or somebody on TV. It can still be incorrect, and they could be biased.